If you're 55 to 75 years old, 9 things never share with anyone. The secrets of life, 9 things you should never reveal. As we age, particularly between the ages of 50 and 75, life takes on a different rhythm. We've gathered wisdom through experience, learned to navigate the complexities of relationships, and perhaps most importantly, come to realize that some things are better left unsaid. For seniors, particularly in the United States, the importance of privacy becomes ever more vital. There are aspects of life that, if kept private, not only protect our dignity but also preserve our peace of mind. In this extended reflection, we'll explore in great depth the 9 secrets you should never reveal. These insights will help you maintain your autonomy, protect your reputation, and continue to lead a life of dignity and grace as you grow older. 1. Age, more than just a number. One of the first things society often asks about is our age. It's a common icebreaker in conversations, especially in a culture that places great value on youth. For many, age is just a number. But as we enter our later years, it becomes a more delicate subject. Revealing your exact age can often lead to people making assumptions about your capabilities, health, and even your future. Why then is it important to keep your age private? For one, ageism is a real issue in American society. Age discrimination, though illegal, often occurs subtly. People might begin to treat you differently, even if unintentionally, once they know how old you are. They may offer unsolicited advice, assume you're no longer as capable as you once were, or perhaps the most painful assumption of all, start treating you as though you're approaching the end of your life. But life isn't about numbers, it's about experiences, health, and attitude. Longevity is unpredictable, and revealing your age can sometimes create unnecessary anxiety in others. Instead of focusing on how much time you think you have left, focus on the quality of the life you're living. Keeping your age to yourself allows you to define your existence on your terms, without being confined by societal expectations. Remember, life is measured by the moments you live, not the years you count. 2. Money, financial privacy is key. Money is an unavoidable part of life, yet it remains one of the most sensitive topics to discuss. By the time you reach your 50s and beyond, your financial situation may have stabilized, or you may still be working toward financial security. Whether you've accumulated significant wealth or are living more modestly, it's essential to keep your financial affairs private. Why? Because money can be a source of tension in relationships, even among friends and family. If you reveal your financial status, whether you're wealthy or struggling, it can lead to various issues. On the one hand, sharing your wealth can invite jealousy, exploitation, or even resentment. Friends or relatives might start treating you differently, expecting you to cover expenses, lend money, or support their endeavors. On the other hand, if you're experiencing financial difficulties, people may pity you or, worse, assume you've made poor life choices. In a culture where success is often equated with financial prosperity, keeping your financial status private helps preserve your dignity and autonomy. Your money doesn't define you, your actions, values, and how you treat others do. Keeping your financial matters to yourself also prevents people from making unfair judgments about your life choices. There's a well-known adage, money talks, but wealth whispers. This holds especially true in older age. Whether you're affluent or living more modestly, let your financial situation be your own business. The less people know about your finances, the more freedom you have to live life on your terms. 3. Family secrets, the sanctuary of home. Every family has its own unique set of challenges and dynamics. The bonds between parents and children, spouses, siblings, and extended family members can be complicated and sometimes fraught with tension. Yet, within these relationships lies the foundation of love, support, and connection. As we grow older, the importance of family becomes even more pronounced, as family members may become caregivers, companions, and sources of emotional support. However, not all family matters are meant to be shared with the outside world. Disagreements, misunderstandings, or even long-standing family conflicts are best kept within the family unit. Why? Because revealing family secrets to others can damage trust between family members and invite unnecessary judgment or gossip from outsiders. It's essential to protect the privacy of your family, even when tensions arise. Keeping personal family matters private is an act of loyalty and respect. It prevents outsiders from forming opinions about your loved ones based on incomplete or biased information. Moreover, it allows family members the space to work through their issues in private, without the added pressure of public scrutiny. As you age, you may reflect on past family dynamics, perhaps even regretting certain conflicts or wishing for closer connections with your loved ones. By keeping family secrets within the family, you create an environment where healing and reconciliation are possible. You preserve the sanctity of the family unit and allow your relationships to evolve without interference from others. 4. Medications. Health is personal. Health becomes a central focus as we age. By the time we reach our 50s and 60s, many of us are managing chronic conditions, taking multiple medications, or undergoing treatments to maintain our well-being. While it's common to discuss general health concerns with friends and family, sharing every detail about your medications and treatments is a different matter. Why keep your health treatments private? Revealing too much can lead to unsolicited advice, judgment, or even pity. Friends or acquaintances might suggest alternative treatments, or miracle cures, with little scientific basis. While these suggestions are often well-intentioned, they can be overwhelming or unhelpful. Sharing too much can also cause others to view you through the lens of your medical conditions rather than as a whole person. You may be seen as a patient rather than someone with a wealth of experience, personality, and knowledge beyond your health challenges. By keeping your medications and treatments private, you maintain control over your narrative. You decide who knows about your health and how much they know. This protects your dignity and allows you to live as fully as possible without being reduced to a diagnosis. 5. Sexuality. Intimacy is sacred. Sexuality is a fundamental part of the human experience, and it doesn't diminish with age. In fact, intimacy often becomes even more meaningful as we grow older. However, in a society that sometimes overlooks or stigmatizes the sexual lives of older adults, discussing intimacy can be challenging. Despite societal taboos, it's essential to recognize that sexual desire and intimacy are natural at any age. For some, intimacy grows more profound as relationships deepen over time. Yet, sharing details about your sexual life or romantic relationships can lead to complications. People may misunderstand, judge, or make inappropriate assumptions about your choices. It's important to keep your intimate life private not because there's anything wrong with it, but because intimacy is deeply personal. What happens between you and your partner is sacred, and revealing too much can diminish the special bond you share. Intimacy is about connection, trust, and love, things best preserved when kept between you and your partner. As we age, our needs and desires may change, but the importance of respect and discretion remains constant. By keeping your sexual life private, you protect the sanctity of your relationships and ensure that your personal experiences stay yours alone. 6. Charity, the quiet power of giving. Charitable giving is one of the most fulfilling acts of kindness we can perform in life, whether it's donating money to a cause, volunteering time, or supporting a loved one in need. Giving back to the community is a powerful way to make a positive impact. However, there's a significant difference between giving for the sake of helping others and giving for the sake of recognition. Why is it important to keep your charitable acts private? Publicly announcing your charitable contributions can sometimes come across as self-serving, as though you're seeking praise or validation for your generosity. Moreover, revealing the details of your donations can put pressure on others to give, even if they're not in a position to do so. There's dignity in giving quietly, without the need for recognition. When you give in secret, the act becomes more about the recipient than about yourself. It allows you to focus on the impact you're making, rather than on how others perceive your generosity. Additionally, keeping your charitable acts private protects the dignity of those you're helping. Not everyone wants to be seen as a recipient of charity, and by keeping your donations private, you allow them to maintain their sense of pride and autonomy. Whether you're donating to a large organization or helping someone on a personal level, the best charity is often the one that goes unnoticed. 7. Honor, protecting your reputation. Honor and dignity become increasingly important as we age. By the time we reach our 50s and 60s, we've likely achieved many things in life, whether it's raising a family, building a career, or contributing to the community. However, constantly speaking about your accomplishments or seeking recognition for your achievements can diminish the very honor you've worked so hard to build. In American culture, there's a fine line between celebrating your successes and boasting about them. While it's natural to take pride in your accomplishments, constantly talking about them can make others feel inadequate or envious. It's important to remember that honor is earned through actions, not words. True honor comes from humility. It's about knowing your worth without needing to broadcast it to the world. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, whether it's your achievements, contributions, or personal successes, you protect your dignity and allow others to respect you for who you are, rather than for what you've done. 8. Insults. Letting go of past hurts. Throughout life, we all experience moments of insult, humiliation, or hurt. These experiences can be painful, leaving deep emotional scars that may last for years. However, holding on to these insults or repeatedly discussing them with others can prevent healing and perpetuate feelings of anger or resentment. As we age, it becomes more important than ever to let go of past hurts. Holding on to grievances only weighs us down, making it harder to move forward and find peace. By keeping these painful experiences private, you give yourself the opportunity to heal in your own time, without the added pressure of others' opinions or judgments. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing not to let past insults define your present or future. By keeping these experiences to yourself, you protect your mental and emotional well-being and allow yourself the space to grow and move on. 9. Mantra. The strength of personal belief. A mantra is more than just a spiritual phrase. It can be any personal belief, philosophy, or guiding principle that helps you navigate life's challenges. Whether it's a religious prayer, a daily affirmation, or a personal motto, your mantra is something deeply personal and unique to you. While sharing your mantra with others can be tempting, especially if it has helped you overcome difficulties, it's important to remember that not everyone will understand or appreciate your beliefs. Your mantra is a source of internal strength, and revealing it to others can sometimes dilute its power. By keeping your personal beliefs private, you maintain control over the guiding principles that shape your life. These beliefs are yours alone, and their strength lies in their ability to provide you with comfort and clarity during challenging times. In conclusion, life is a delicate balance of what we share with others and what we keep to ourselves. For those in their later years, privacy becomes even more valuable, as it allows for the preservation of dignity, autonomy, and peace of mind. These 9 secrets: age, money, family matters, medications, sexuality, charity, honor, insults, and personal beliefs, represent the most personal aspects of life. By keeping them private, you protect your well-being and maintain control over your narrative. As you continue on your journey through life, remember that wisdom often lies in silence. What we choose not to reveal can be just as powerful, if not more so, than what we share with the world. By holding on to these 9 secrets, you empower yourself to live a life that is both authentic and deeply fulfilling. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you find these stories inspiring and motivating, please comment 1. If not, comment 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Thank you for your valuable time.